What's going on? Nous sommes gagnés. We are winners. That's we are winners in French. Nous sommes gagnés. What's going on, guys? Thanks for jumping in here real quick. I said quick scope. I really mean it. I'm going to do like 10 minutes tops. It'll be a 5-minute message. Hey, honey gets money. I haven't seen you in a minute. Hey, Catherine, good morning. Good to see you in here. BA Coach, good to see you. Creative T, Kathy Cannon, Upward Action, good to see you. I actually met you. Before. It was great. I met Upward Action here when Dr. Will Moreland was in town. Ash, loving my hair. That's awesome. Teresa Marie, good to see you guys. Good morning. Good morning. Female producer. I love that. I love that. Yes. Good morning, Paul. Good to see you, Deadbeat Docs. Guys, do me a huge favor. I'm not going to spend too much time welcoming everybody, but I want you guys, can you do me a huge favor and just share this out with your friends and followers? Get self-belief. Love it. Just do me a favor and share this out with your friends and followers. Just invite a bunch of people. Share the broadcast. Swipe up, click share broadcast, and you can get people in here through Twitter as well as through your followers on Periscope. I'm going to show you a quick message about how you're tougher than your life and the importance of that and why you are still here. But too many of us want to stay where we are, and it's literally, it is keeping us from our blessing. Teresa Marie, good to see you. It is literally keeping us from our blessing. Hey, Latina Bug, I want to thank you, Adriana, for reading the book, reviewing it, scoping about it, sharing out with other people. Some of you may or may not know, I'll talk about my book in 2 seconds, but I want to thank you for sharing that out with other people and scoping about it. I really appreciate it. I hope it's bringing you information and knowledge and additional wisdom to what the greatness you're already achieving. So all I want to do is just contribute. Millionaire Talk, good to see you. Book team, yeah, I'm interested in the book team. I wrote my book and it's been out, and I'm actually in the middle of sketching out my next one. I'm actually going to try and do 2 in a year and a half. I got to talk to my publisher first because that's my contract. But other than that, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do yet. But again, what is it called? It's called Start Me Up, the No Business Plan Business Plan. Let me get into it real quick. My name is Ebongeka. I'm a certified public accountant in the Washington, D.C. area. I'm also the author of the best-selling business book, Start Me Up, the No Business Plan Business Plan. You can check it out at startmeupbook.com. That's if you want a signed copy from me. Or you can go on Barnes & Nobles or Amazon. It's also published in Indonesia. It's published in Canada. It's a lot of different places you can go get it. I worked and got a traditional publisher, and it's all over the place. Literally, it's across the country. There are people who email me and write me every single week, mentioning something that they learned from the book. Thanks so much, Will Chill for Food. So, I am also the Prince of Pricing. I work with businesses across the country to help them set their prices, raise their prices so they can maximize their profits. And I show them that's one of the main reasons why their businesses aren't expanding and growing, because they're not charging enough money. And I show you exactly how to charge more money for your products and services. But I also talk on Periscope. That's awesome. I love it, Nikkei. Good luck. Congratulations. You can do it. And so what I do is basically I come on and I talk about entrepreneurship and business ideas and marketing tips, but I also talk about motivation. Check out Millionaire Talk. That guy's out of control, like on a different level. I love the stuff that he does. So follow him and, share his stuff next time you see him on. He's phenomenal. I never had a chance to meet him. Hey, Stephanie, good to see you. He's phenomenal. There's the emoji. So check him out. Literally, he's a summit panelist, small business owner, real estate investor. He's always on here sharing knowledge and stuff that you can't go buy anywhere else. You got to understand that principle. A lot of people don't do this. I'm going to share this quick message. I'm going to go into the message I'm supposed to be talking about. Right. I want to call you guys out. There are people on this scope, people in your life, right, who won't spend $10, $15 for a book, and then they wonder why they're not where they want to be. They won't spend $50 for a webcast. They won't spend $100 to go to a mini conference or some mastermind. They won't spend $297 to go to Dr. Will's mastermind to get their business dissected. They won't spend a couple $100 to take my course and learn how to get media attention. They won't spend the time to go to a conference and spend $1,000 and fly out there so they can be around other winners and learn. There are a lot of people who sit at home and complain how it's not enough money. But when a new iPhone comes out, they're waiting in line, getting all their money together and spending $500, $600 for a stupid ass phone that's not going to give you a penny in return. It's actually going to cost you money. There are people who are spending their time doing that. There are people who come on Periscope and share their lives and their missions, and they won't invest in themselves. And then they wonder why they're stuck where they are. If you believe you deserve more, everything you pay for is not a price. It's an investment. There's a main difference. And this is even the message I came to talk about, but this is in my spirit. I had to share this with y'all. So you got people talking about price rather than an investment. Those words aren't interchangeable. They are not the same. There are people talking about price. Price is something you pay for and you never get anything back from. When you go eat, rental property, it's an investment. Why? Because it's paying you back for shelling out the money. When you buy a book, it's paying you back. Every book I buy, I find ideas and I change my life and my business. Every time I speak to a millionaire, a multimillionaire, I spend time with people who are worth hundreds of millions of dollars that I know in this area. Some of y'all saw my scope of Miami. The house I was here to but the chat box. I can't see anything whatsoever. Hey, Camille, are people still here? I see Camille Willologist in here. I want to make sure you guys are still here. Okay, y'all can hear me. Okay, cool. All right, I just want to make it really clear, really clear before I keep going. Is that this is it? You came back. I love it. Guys, I want to remind you a simple principle. If you're not happy where you are tougher than your life. Right? You are tougher than your life. That's how biology works. That's how life works. You are tougher than your life because you are still here. Just sent the email. Awesome. Will Chill for Food. I love it. You are tougher than your life. You have the ability to do what you're supposed to be doing. Right? But this is the one thing I want to tell you. I want to tell you that the simple principle. You got to do me a huge favor. You have to believe that you're tougher than your life. And you have to take the steps to get closer to that. Right? I met Camille in person at a mini conference I spoke at. People that I met on this line in general at conferences that I spoke at. Right? But you got to understand the reason why you think you're tougher than your life is 1, you're still here. 2, your circumstances and situations do not define who you are. They just define where you are. Are you hearing me? They don't define who you are. They define where you are. But where you are is temporary. Because again, everything this is a synopsis of what life is like. It's a journey. I don't care if it's a marathon or a sprint, whatever you want to call it, but there's movement that's associated with it. And the only way you will get to where you want to be, right, is that you realize that time in your life, that's one of the worst. That's one that's painful. That's giving you pain. You got to understand it. It's only temporary. And I'll get you to the next level. But yeah, I know phone messed up for a lot of us. And I may have to do the scope again. But I guarantee you can ask Millionaire Talk. There are people I talk to. I interview so many people that people have heard of, right? And I spend time with them, have dinner and lunch with them, and their friends in my Rolodex that I talk to. And every single one has told me a story where they have suffered. tremendously where they almost lost it all. Some have already lost it all. Most of those guys and women have failed more than most people have attempted. So basically, what you got to do, you got to think about. So I want to thank you guys for paying attention and listening. This was kind of I said a quick scope. I got to get on the road and get somewhere. I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing this out. Thanks for the hearts. I'll be back on a more regular schedule. It's just going to be phenomenal. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that Millionaire Talk. You are the man, my friend. Like I said, he was a speaker at Summit Live, real estate investor. I mean, just phenomenal scopes to empower you and to enrich you. So take a look at his stuff. This is phenomenal, guys. Take care. Love it.